Morning, boys and girls, and welcome to the Coca-Cola AFL Squadron for, unfortunately, what is the last time this year. So we thought we'd go out with a big bang, and our special guest this morning is the champion young ruckman centre-half forward from North Melbourne, Corey McKernan. How are you, Corey?
How you going, Gary?
Good to have you along this beautiful Sunday morning, mate. Now, I've done a little bit of homework on you, and I've studied up, recruited from West Meadows. You played a bit of junior footy out there near Tullamarine?
Yep, I started up there when I was probably about 5 years old. Played up in there when I was till probably about 14, then started playing golf and then started playing football again when I was about 17.
OK, we'll get on to the golf a little bit later because I've got to try and pick up a few tips from you. But last year you played just the one game, and this year you've had a magnificent season, culminating in some finals footy. That must have been a big thrill. Yeah,
the finals footy was probably even more of a bonus to myself because we played in the draw.
That's right.
And then the added bonus of having a win in my first final in such a sort of exciting game.
That's right, and of course last year North went out a little bit unceremoniously in the finals, and this year the performances have been a little bit more impressive. Can you put that down to anything in particular?
I think it was just having Dennis Pagan for a sort of full whole pre-season where he got to implement his ideas, and like we got to sort of understand those pre-season, and it sort of started to show this year. Yeah,
it certainly does help. Now, speaking of Dennis Pagan, he was your mentor in the under-19 days, so it must have been pretty comforting to have the senior coach there know a little bit about you and you a little bit about him.
Yeah, I think it's helped a lot of guys where Dennis, he had them in the under-19s, and they know where they stand with Dennis, and Dennis is like an excellent coach, as sort of everyone's aware of.
Indeed he is. He's getting the results now, Corey. I don't want to see the scar, mate, but you did have acute appendicitis halfway through last year. That set you back a little bit?
It happened sort of at the wrong time. It was on probably Australia Day weekend last year, and I'd sort of done a very good pre-season up until then, and I didn't do, once the injury occurred, I didn't do anything for probably 10 weeks, so I sort of threw 1993 out the window.
Well, perhaps more importantly, did it affect the golf swing? Because at age 16 you were playing off a handicap of 2, which makes my 27 look a little bit ordinary, but you did play a lot of golf when you were young?
Yeah, as I sort of said before, I sort of give up football for a while and went and played golf for a few years, and yeah, I sort of got pretty good at golf, and then and then Dennis Pagan sort of got a hold of me, and I was down playing football for North Melbourne.
OK, now playing in a premiership with North Melbourne or perhaps winning the US Open, if you had the choice, which one would it be?
Probably the premiership with North Melbourne. Sort of, it'd be a lot tougher, and I don't know how hard the US Open is to win, but I suppose you enjoy it a lot more because you're with your mates and that sort of thing. Well,
that's very pleasing, I'm sure, for all those North Melbourne supporters out there. Corey's not going to win the US Open just yet, maybe when he finishes playing footy. Now, of course, tomorrow night's a very exciting night in the football world with the Brownlow medal to be decided. Let's have a look at this little piece now on the history of the Brownlow medal.
The Brownlow Medal was named after the late Charles Brownlow, who was a player and captain of Geelong during the 1880s, 1890s. He later became an administrator to the club until his death in 1924. In recognition of his service to the game, the Brownlow Medal was founded. The winner of the first Best and Fairest award was Khaki Greaves, who, like Charles Brownlow, also played for Geelong.
Certainly is one of the big nights in the AFL calendar tomorrow night. Now, Corey, unfortunately you can't win the Brownlow because you've been reported for the dastardly deed of tripping. Can you perhaps give us a little tip or a hint on who you might think win?
Probably Greg Williams, but I think sort of a smoky everyone's sort of forgotten about is probably Sean Wren, who's had a very good year.
Indeed he has. And what about from North Melbourne way? Of course the Duck can't win, he's been reported 8 or 9 times, but anyone down there who will poll well?
Either Wayne Swass or Anthony Stevens would probably sort of poll well because they're always playing well on the ball and getting on in possessions.
Indeed it is. So let's watch for Sean Wren tomorrow night, and if you're a betting person, of course you young people won't be, but if Mum and Dad want to have $1 each one, he might be a good bet. Now let's spend a minute with another man who might poll a few votes tomorrow night, Carlton captain Stephen Kernahan.
Be on the US Tour and the US PGA Tour in golf. My golf clubs. I'd go to Queensland and play golf most weekends, most days. Yes, I have a vicious basset hound called Buzz. NYPD. I refuse to watch the Bob Morrison show. Chris McDermott with his ugly head. I read Foot Not Flats the other night. Luke O'Sullivan.
Well, there's another golf fanatic there, Corey. You haven't had a hit with sticks, have you?
No, not yet, but I'm probably having a hit with the diesel in the off-season.
Yeah, very good. Now, Sticks, of course. I wonder if they call him Sticks because he likes his golf clubs. I mean, we never will know, I suppose. OK, let's introduce now our very keen 3 young contestants in our footy quiz. And we welcome this morning, for the last time this year, our 3 contestants on the footy quiz, and they are Reese, James and Hayden. Now, Reese, you are a Geelong supporter. Who's your favourite player down there, mate?
Probably Ablett and Billy.
Ablett and Billy Brownless, of course, back in favour. James, the Sydney Swans, they'd be into pre-season for next year, would they not?
Yep.
And who's your favourite player down there?
Paul Kelly.
There? Who's that?
Paul Kelly.
He's a very good player. And Hayden, you're also a Geelong supporter. Your favourite player, mate?
Garry Ablett.
Apart from Garry Ablett, we're sick of hearing Garry Ablett on this show. Anyone else?
Billy Brownless.
Yeah, and Billy, OK. Back in favour, Billy, isn't he? Anyway, let's get on with the quiz. Now, boys, first in with the buzzer gets the opportunity to answer, and if that's a wrong answer, the other 2 guys will then have a chance. So the first question is, who won this year's John Coleman medal for the leading goal kicker? Hayden.
Garry Ablett.
Oh, I hope you got that right, Hayden. Good. Number 2. Where is the grand final played? Yes, Reese.
MCG.
At the MCG. Well done. Number 3. Who is the coach of Essendon? Hayden.
Kevin Sheedy.
Kevin Sheedy, as James wipes the sweat from his brow there. Number 4. How many finals were played in Perth this year? Yes, Reese.
2.
2 finals, that's right. Number 5. Who are the Dockers? Yes, James.
People who play in Western Australia.
I'm prepared to accept that. They are, of course, the new team from Fremantle, Western Australia. Well done. And they are people, we think. Number 6. Which team does not have black in its Guernsey? Richmond, Adelaide, St Kilda or Essendon? James.
Adelaide.
Adelaide is correct. Well done. OK. Number 7. How many players are on the field at one time? Hayden.
15.
No. Altogether,
18.
how many on the field? Yes, Reese?
18.
No, altogether, there's 2 teams. It's all yours, James.
36.
36, and he knows his maths too. Now, boys, if you want to have a look at the monitor and guess this mystery player. Who is this mystery player? And that would be Hayden.
Paul Roos.
It would be Paul Roos. Well done. Now, Corey's going to ask the next few questions.
All right, guys, first question. 8 goals, 5 points equals what?
How many points? 8 goals, 5 behinds. Well, it is a Monday and it's school holidays. It's 53 points, boys. So we'll go on to the next question.
True or false, there are 4 field umpires?
Reese.
True.
False. There are 3 field umpires.
All right. Who kicked the winning goal in the final between Geelong and Footscray?
Yes, Reese?
Billy Brownless.
Billy Brownless is correct.
That's correct. What is the date of the grand final?
James?
The 28th of September.
Oh, you're very unlucky, James. No, it's Hayden.
1st of October.
1st of October?
Correct.
That's right, Corey. Usually in September, isn't it? This year, of course, in October.
All right. What Melbourne player wears number 3?
James?
Garry Lyon.
Thank you very much. A little bit of hesitation there. I start to worry.
What is the name of the medal awarded to the best and fairest player in the AFL?
James?
Best and fairest.
In the AFL, in the whole AFL. Who's the best player?
Brownlow medal.
The Brownlow medal. Well done.
What is the name of the medal awarded to the best player in the grand final?
James?
The,
No. Bruce or Hayden? Hayden?
Norm Smith
The
medal.
Norm Smith medal, of course. And I think that's our last question. So we've got a tie between James and Hayden. So we're going into the tiebreaker. So just for you 2 boys, I'd like to know who won last year's grand final. And Hayden, for the match.
Essendon.
Essendon, well done. Well, what a thrilling encounter. So, on 6. Hayden, you are our winner from James on 5 and Reese on 3. And Hayden, for winning, you get the magnificent West Ocean marketing jacket, as well as the Ross Faulkner Club champion footy. So some great prizes there. James gets second prize, a pair of AFL Puma footy boots, as worn by all the champion players. And third prize goes to Reese, the video from Australian Sports Video. Of course, all our contestants get a magnificent Coca-Cola pack and some 4 and 20 pies to chomp on. So that was our last footy quiz for the year, boys, and a very good one indeed. Okay, boys and girls, this week we're going to continue with our theme of the finals and perhaps take you behind the scenes and have a look at how teams prepare for the finals, and probably more specifically my role as a captain, and we'll talk to Query about the role of Wayne Carey. And here we are at the Melbourne finals game, just warming up before the game. Breaking the banner's always very exciting. And I guess from my own point of view, I'm very keen to motivate the players and make sure we're all very well focused. Tossing the coin to see if we can get away to a good start by kicking with the wind. I called correctly, very good at 2-up I am. And here's the first centre bounce, which is always, sets a pattern for the rest of the game. And a few of our boys there hitting in very hard. I'm not quite sure if I picked all this video footage out, but here I am kicking the first goal for the game. And that was also very exciting. And all the players at this stage are very pumped up. Half-time, of course, is an opportunity to sit back and take in what's happened in the first half. Listen to our coach, Neil Baum, of course, and sit back and marvel at the skills of David Schwartz. And hopefully, after the game, be with a big smile on your face, or if you're a loser like Dougie, who was on this particular occasion, you'd be a little bit upset. But Wayne Carey, of course, a great captain at North Melbourne, Corey. Yeah,
Wayne probably does basically the same as yourself, tries to get the guys pumped up and get going, but then you have other guys like probably Ross Smith and Johnny Blakey sort of trying to help Wayne out as well. Yeah,
it's important to have those guys there, leaders in their own right. OK, boys and girls, we're going to have a look at our lucky number winners for this week. And they are A. Berry, H. McMillan, T. Sawicki, A. Hastings, S. Savatiero, and my favourite, A. Balls Up. And they will get some magnificent prizes if they can ring the AFL on 6537830 before midday on Monday, including the AFL footy sticker album that should be just about full now, the footy kids from Carnival International, as well as the Kookaburra footies, the Burley Seacombe hats and scarves and beanies and everything else to keep you warm, Tom Foolery action posters featuring all the AFL champions, and of course some good reading material from Football Australia magazine. And of course, grand final week is also a very exciting week for our young junior footy fans, and what better man to tell us about what's happening than Danny Frawley. How are you, Sputter?
Great to be here, Gary.
What's going on this week for the boys and girls?
The AFL sensation, Gary, which is opening today by the Premier Jeff Kennett. It's open all week from 10 o'clock till 10 at night at the Tennis Centre. And with our prize winners who rode in earlier in the year, we've got 10 winners there: Sean McFadden, Liam Gettriv, Alana Nielsen, Marcus O'Neill, Joel McFadden, Josh Sadler, Andrew Bowen, Daniel Richardson, Josh Barrett and Andrew McKay. And those boys and girls get 4 tickets to head off to the sensation at Flinders Park between September the 25th today and September the 30th. And some great players, interactive games and all. There's a lot on there, isn't there, Sputter? It should be fantastic, Gary. Also, grand final super clinic on Wednesday. All the boys and girls will go. We're Quit super clinic show bag with all fun posters and fun games and tip-top bread in there, Gary. Speaking of our prizes, we've got some winners here. The Hungry Jacks mascot for a day on grand final day. The 2 winners are, of course, Jared Lucas and Andrew Rizzio, and they have the great skill of running out onto the ground on grand final day. So, Corey, here's a Glow Zone and the AFL Sensation T-shirt. Boys and girls, we'll be at the Sensation Coca-Cola Squadron each day. Make sure you get along there. It'll be a lot of fun.
Stay tuned for Sugar and Spice. And don't forget that Saturday Disney team are at the Channel 7 studio at the Royal Melbourne Show all of today.
This has been a 7 Sports production.